All right, ladies. Thought I'd give a little update on the Husaberg. Uh, kind of what's good, the bad, the ugly. Kind of review on it. I've had it for a while now, but I'll go over the details here in a minute. Did a couple of mods to it. Nothing really too crazy. One of the things I did is I'm a big fan of the actual wraparound handguards. So I added the handguards in. The bike has taken a beating for sure. I flipped it, rolled it, but everything you could do on the Berg, and it shows. So I don't know if you see this, but pretty much all the plastics are scratched up at some point. Where I think this happened once where I was climbing a hill. The bike actually flipped up on me and did like 3 turns in the air, 2 turns in the air, and threw me somewhere. But did a lot of stuff to it, so it's I'm not one of those guys that have to have perfect plastics and all that nonsense. I mean, hell, it's a dirt bike. That's what it's meant for. So you can see some of the plastics and decals are kind of chewed up from crashing or whatnot over there. So I mean, nothing too bad. I don't crash too often, but enough to warrant some break-in on the bike for sure. The bike has been flipped and all that good stuff, so it's earned its keep for sure. A couple of things I've done is I took off the black, and I think it was black and gray seat cover, added a gripper, blue seat cover to it. Hand guards for sure. What else did I do? Added the carbon cover for the clutch guard. What else? Took off that big ass OEM pipe, put on the FMF shorty. Sounds a lot better, a lot crisp, a lot more air coming through. So this FMF pipe is pretty nice. Like it, pretty good pipe. And plus I weighed them. This is about, I think, about 1.5 pounds lighter than the OEM one. So one of the other mods I might do in the future is add an FMF gnarly pipe. And that's pretty much it I could think of. Got my GoPro, the remote mounted right here. Problem was I kept losing videos or not hitting the right button as I'm trying to ride and push the button at the same time. So I mounted the remote up right here and it works out perfect. It's a little piece of Velcro I think I bought on eBay for about $4. Basically it wraps around. It's real snug, real tight, never comes off, so pretty good deal. Another thing that happened is on one of the flips of the bike, I think I broke my clutch lever, but it hasn't hurt it at all. Still runs perfect, so no big deal there. Also, I've gone through a tire already. This is the second tire I had on here, or I put on here. This one I went with a Maxxis Cross IT. So this tire on here now has only had about 3 to 4 rides on it. So I'm already on my second tire. And I've had the bike 6 months. Let's check the hours. Hours and miles. So I'm at 1,167 miles. Wow. And 57.7 hours. So almost 1,200 miles and 58 hours on the bike. I ride just about every other weekend, so if not every weekend. Every occasionally I'll skip a weekend, but I ride a lot. And the bike has held up nice. I bought the bike in September of 2013. And what are we in? April 2014, so that's right about 6 months. Bike has held up nice, hasn't given me any problems, still starts right up. I really like the FMF shorty silencer. So let's see. So 57, about 58 hours, almost 1,200 miles. Bike runs awesome. It's still brand new. No problems at all. Doing a little work on the YZ while I'm out here, so that's why that's out here. Another good running bike. So, but all in all, really pleased with it. I haven't had a need to mess with the suspension yet. The suspension is still set to the stock settings when I left the dealer. As of now, I haven't really messed with it, but I'm thinking I might do, some kind of suspension work maybe by the end of this year to kind of get it more dialed into my size and weight and the style of how I ride. I wanted to get a good year and a half under the bike before I start messing around with the suspension settings. So I'll get there probably about the end of the year. I'll start looking at getting these rebuilt for my specific type riding and my capability or whatnot. Oh, also, when I first got the Husaberg, I was running a different oil, and one thing, I don't know why, but the damn Husaberg, it hates anything other than this Motorex 2-stroke full synthetic. Before this, I was running Bell Ray, which is a full synthetic oil too, and I was just blowing not spark plugs, but the jetting was always off. I was clogging the jets. Mainly the main jet would get clogged. So I kind of figured out it was just the oil. So every time I run this Motorex, like, the bike runs perfect, no matter what kind of synthetic oil I was running. But for some reason, the damn bike only likes this. Anything other than that, I was clogging jets left and right. So she looks good. She's held together real nice. Hasn't given me any problems other than the jetting issues here and there. But she runs good. Dirt stars have held up pretty nice. I've hit some nice rocks and stuff on the trail, so a couple of minor dings or nicks, but no actual bends or anything on the wheel. So dirt stars have held up pretty nice. Haven't given me any problems. Oh, and I did take off the little tail light thing here. I will never ever do any kind of night riding or anything like that. Again, it was just added weight, so I took it off. Pretty much I had 2 bolts that went up like this and 2 bolts into there. Unbolt them, cut, and it came right out. So, and then cut the wire because I had like a little tail light here. But I took off the tail light because it was just extra weight that I didn't need. So the little piece that used to bend down right there is gone. Other than that, she looks good. Runs like a champ. Hasn't given me any problems whatsoever. It hasn't given me any problems whatsoever. And there's the Yamaha YZ that we did a rebuild on. Good bike for sure. All right, ladies, till next